So, when it comes to podcast equipment, or more specifically, podcast bundles, through my experiences, I find that either the microphone is really good and the mixer is not, or the mixer is really good and the microphone is not. And rarely do you find a really solid balance between the both of them. Well, today we're taking a look at the NearStream audio mixer and this NearStream streaming microphone, a podcast bundle that you can get together or separately, but I found that they both offer quality performance together or standalone. So this is a plus. In this video, you're going to hear plenty of examples of what this microphone sounds like because you're hearing it right now. The features of the microphone, the features and the capability of the mixer, and if this is the gaming or podcast or recording bundle for you. First, let's take a look at our microphone. Now, this microphone is USB-C and XLR, so you have the option to choose between either or. Right now, we're recording through USB-C all the way to my laptop using Audacity, and I find that I get a decent sound from it. Nice quality sound. When we do get to the XLR, you may hear a difference, but as far as a USB-C microphone, it does the job. As far as the build, well, it is a all plastic build, so it is very light. What does that mean? Well, it's you don't want to drop it because it feels very light. It feels very toy-ish, but at the same time, not so much the audio quality. You do have a headphone jack in the back and of course the USB-C connection. And you do get a boom arm with this as well. Now, when it comes to this microphone bundle, my only truly I have two knocks when it comes to this microphone. And let's knock those out of the way. First, and it's not even with the microphone, this boom arm. It's decent at best. You have articulation right here on the top. You have articulation right here at the elbow, but at the bottom, it's just stiff. So essentially, you have 2 points of articulation. So I want to bring this closer to me, but I can't. I just can't. And of course, I can bend it right here. So again, that. My recommendation: find another boom arm when it comes to this microphone. Okay, so that's that. Secondly, my second knock would probably be it's when you're monitoring your voice when you have your headphones connected to the back. Meaning this, and now you're not going to hear this, but on my end, I hear a slight flange in my voice. It doesn't mess me up when I'm speaking. Again, it just sounds like a slight flange in my voice. I can deal with it. I can have a conversation. I can interact, play games, and all that stuff. But it's just not. It doesn't sound like I'm hearing my voice. It's my voice with a slight flange, not a delay, but with a slight flange to it. Outside of that, I think the microphone sounds solid when I play it back on this. Now, as far as the features of this microphone, you do right now it by automatically when it starts off, noise cancellation is activated, and you can see by this solid blue light. Now, if I just tap this top button right here, it turns noise cancellation off. And what you may hear is you can hear the room a little bit more. You could probably hear the fan of my the you could probably hear the fan of my PC. You could probably hear the passing of the AC as well. You just hear a little bit more room noise. Press it again, it's silent, and it's just focusing on my voice. So from my experience, so through my usage of this, the noise cancellation is solid. Normally, when you're using noise cancellation on microphones like this, it affects your voice. So you have to choose like, do I want noise cancellation or do I want it to pick up my voice the way it is, but I'll take the extra room noise? I feel that the noise cancellation does a solid job of focusing on my voice and also rejecting additional noise. Now, at the same time, if we hold down this button, the light turns green, and now I can monitor what I hear through my headphones. So if I want to hear myself louder, I can turn it up. If I want to hear myself lower, I can turn it down. Now, because I'm monitoring myself, because it's connected USB-C, it also acts as a sound card when connected to my laptop or my PC, or even to a smart device connected through USB-C. Um, if I play anything from my laptop, that sound will go directly to the microphone and come to my headphones, functioning basically as a sound card. So if I'm gaming, I'm hearing all the action, the gunshots, my teammates, everything's coming through here and directly to me. And at the same time, I'm hearing myself. And if I was recording, the only thing that it's recording is my voice. So that's awesome. Of course, if you want to record other things, you would use separate software to record chat or PC audio. But as far as monitoring, this is what you're hearing from this microphone. And if I want to mute it, all I have to do is turn this counterclockwise until it turns red, and then I can turn it clockwise to bring up the gain level of my microphone. Okay, let's move to our NearStream audio mixer because this will offer us a couple more features and control of our microphone and also what we can do as far as audio coming into this device and mixing it or sending it out. So let's move straight to there right now. All right, so now we're connected to our NearStream audio mixer, and most definitely you'll probably hear a sound difference with this microphone using the XLR portion connected to our mixer. If I had to generalize, it would probably sound a little bit smoother and a little less rough or abrasive, but it's still, both signals are actually you can work with them easily for either gaming, podcasting, or just, streaming like this. Okay, so let's take a closer look at our NearStream audio mixer. Of course, on the top, you'll see your main dial button. This affects the gain or the levels for any section here that we're going to manipulate later. You have your power button, your instrument, background, out, loop back, Bluetooth, FX, and home. We'll get directly to that. On the back of it, you'll see your power. So let's just say if maybe you want to connect this to a traditional mixer, right? And you're not going to connect this to a USB. You can supply power through for the 5 volt 1 amp DC in. You also have a PC speaker out. So if you want to connect PC speakers or maybe a headphone, but more traditionally PC speakers, you can connect it to there. You also have a line out as well, so you can connect traditional speakers to it for studio monitoring. On the front, you have your two inputs, input 1 and input 2, as well as 48 volts phantom power for each of them, and also instrument selection for each input as well. You also have a music or aux in as well, so maybe if you want to connect a smartphone, a tablet through a 3.5 millimeter jack, you can insert additional audio through there as well. You have two monitor jacks for your headphones, and also you have a software and hardware knob, or better known as a mix knob, so you can feed more of the microphone to yourself, which is a hardware, or more of the software, what's happening on the PC side. You can blend that mix between the two. All right, let's get straight into the top parts right here, and I'll explain how you can use this. Very simple. We'll get through it. You're gonna be like, wow, that was pretty simple. All right, so first input number 1, of course, is our mic 1. If we press it once, we'll see that our input 1 gain turns blue. Here I can adjust my gain. You can hear it's getting louder. I can adjust the amount of gain that I want in my signal. If I press input 1 again, it'll switch to EQ, and you'll see that we're right now, basically, we are already at original EQ. We get 3 EQs: original, deep, and also bright. If I switch to deep, you'll hear that my voice takes on it emphasizes on the low end of this signal. If I go bright, obviously it'll be more in the opposite. You'll hear my voice sound a little bit brighter as well. We can go all the way back to original. And in just a moment, you can see here on the top above that, you'll see that our 48 volts is activated because it's pressed in. I can turn off mic number 2 off, and also how our LB or loopback is on. I'll turn that off. Let's press input 1 again. Now we go to our denoise. Right now with number 1, it's probably denoise low level or denoise off. So you can see it as off, medium, and then a lot. So we'll go ahead and so right now this is what it sounds like with our denoise off. We'll go with off. You can probably hear the room noise, my PC buzzing around in the background. We'll go to 2. And now it activates a little bit more of the denoising going on. And me personally, I kind of like this sound better. It reduces the hum and the roominess of the room, but at the same time, it doesn't manipulate my voice too much, like I feel denoise number 3 is. So this is denoise number 3. In my opinion, I feel like it affects my voice too much. It's probably great if I have a lot of loud things happening in the background. Let's just say if maybe I'm doing this, I don't know, like at a concert or something, or I'm DJing. Yeah, maybe I'll need that so my voice can get through and it doesn't pick up the crowd. But for me, I would probably choose denoise number denoise number 2 or denoise number 1. Uh, it's a bit sensitive when selecting them, but you can get through it. All right, input number, we'll press it again. Now we can add reverb to our signal. So we'll spin the dial, and we're now acting addition. We're now we're now adding additional reverb to our signal, all the way to a lot to none. And there you go. So we'll press it again, and we're right back to gain, and we can press home to reset that, and now we're not affecting anything. And of course, you have the same thing for input number 2. Let's try our background. It's everything. It's any additional signals that's coming into our mixer that we can affect that as well. So if I press BMG, I can now affect all the levels coming from the USB line, such as my laptop. If I press it again, I now have control of any Bluetooth device that is connected to the mixer. I can control the gain or the levels of that, such as my iPad, my smartphone. As I'm speaking to you, you'll hear the background music coming from it, but we can also change the level of that as well. Press it again. We now have the control of the aux, the music in right here. Again, we're controlling the levels of that as we're speaking or having a double conversation. At the same time, we'll press it. We go right back to USB, press home, and we can reset from there. Next, we have out. What the out does is you control the levels of the main outs going out. So that we're talking about everything that's going out through the USB or even through the speakers or the PC speakers. You're now controlling outs from there. So we can press out. We see you have control of the main out. Right? We press it again. We now have the control of our headphones. Again, it's another out. We can control the individual level of each headphone to get the right levels for the individual. 1, 2, and then we're right back at out. We can press home to reset that. Now, of course, like we said before, the loop playback. If you have anything playing from your laptop or your computer, it goes into the mixer and then right back out to your recording software on your computer, so you can loop playback and record that along with your voice at the same time. Then you have your Bluetooth. Again, you can just connect your Bluetooth device to this, play music as an additional audio source as well. And then we get to FX. Let's just say we have our USB on or maybe Bluetooth on. When we press FX, we'll see a duck going. That means whenever there's music playing in the background within your mix or your recording, the music will duck down. And then when I stop speaking, the music will be raised right back up. Now, which is really cool, if I hold down the FX button, it'll bring up a vocal remover, meaning that a lot of times songs, the vocal parts are in the center channel. What this will do is take its best to remove the center channel, so you just have the instrumental play in the background. It's not a perfect science, but you do hear the front vocals lessen, and if there's audio coming from like the left or the right, you still may hear it, you may have a sense of it, but it's a great option if you want to do kind of like homemade karaoke, you know? So then we can press it to remove the duck, and also we can hold it again to remove the vocal remover. And press home again, and then we're right back where we started. And of course, if I want to turn it off, I can just hold on power button and it's off right there. Okay, so let me give you my final thoughts when it comes to the NearStream streaming microphone and NearStream audio mixer. Who is this for? Well, like I said before in the beginning, I think that both devices offer solid performance. Yeah, I did have some nitpicks about it, but they're not deal breakers. You can get by, and especially if you're with an XLR, no flanging effect, you're good. You're just fine. The mixer itself, it's a great little compact, all-in-one everything. My only knock was that I felt like denoise number 3 was a little too loud, but I'm pretty sure that's if you're in an environment that's just way too loud and you really need denoising to really come in through for that. You're probably going to be screaming at the top of your lung, so it's enough modulation to get through the hard gate that the noise is activating on a normal speech pattern, if that makes sense. Yeah, so who's this for? Anyone who wants to get into streaming, content creation, podcasting. This is a nice little versatile setup where you can, if you don't use the mixer, you can connect the microphone, USB, you're good to go. If you want a little more extra options, bring in an extra host or a guest, you have options with that, with the mixer, and of course, with adding auxiliary audio, Bluetooth audio, USB audio, and also loop backing onto that for your main recording, you definitely have options with the NearStream setup right here. Okay, guys, really hope this video helped you out. Take care. Bye. As always, I'll leave links in the description down below to pick up your own. Hey guys, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Hit that like button if you like what's going on here, and ding that notification so you can be notified for future videos as well. All right, I'll see you next one. Take care. Bye.